And yeah, you can already almost tell just with how it's been kind of been teased with some of the weather. It's been cooler out. And of course, some of the littler guys that are getting on the gridiron to start for 1st and 10. That's a big deal, of course, here at 10 TV as well. That's going to be kicking off this evening, starting at 5 o'clock with the sports guys. And it's looking like it's going to be pretty nice weather-wise out there as well. Temperatures are going to be topping off at around 84 degrees today. A lot of those games kicking off early this evening by around 7 o'clock. So still expecting those temperatures to be kind of hanging out in the low 80s in spots. By halftime, still pretty warm out at temps into the upper 70s. And by the time things are wrapping up, heading into the early part of the night, looking at those temperatures slowly climbing into the lower 70s for us. But we are waking up to a pretty nice start to the day today, and another cool morning for us with many locations back into the 50s. 55 in Delaware, 55 in London, 55 in Marysville. We're pretty much surrounded by temperatures in the 50s, but still hanging on to 63 degrees here in Columbus. It's 62 in McConnellsville, 59 in Zanesville, 57 in Coshocton, 62 in MacArthur, 55 in Chillicothe, and 59 down in Piketon. So things have been looking pretty nice for us so far this morning, staying nice and dry on satellite and radar. We're going to continue to see things be pretty dry through much of the day today. Small chance we could see some fog develop here within the next few hours. That'll be mainly in some of those spots. For example, up towards Delaware, or excuse me, Dublin, you saw some of that rain, even in parts of Delaware County, a few showers yesterday. So we could see some fog set up as a result. Other than that, things are looking pretty nice as we head into the start of your morning. Those temperatures climbing back into the low 80s heading into the afternoon. So we'll be a little bit warmer, but things still feeling pretty comfortable out there. Watch as we head into 4 o'clock. Things will start to turn a little bit more cloudy, where we could see a few of these pop-ups. They'll be driving up to the north, where, again, we're not going to have that northerly breeze for much longer because things are going to start to come out of the south. That'll allow for some more warmer air to nestle in as we head into the overnight, but still looking pretty great. Don't get me wrong. We're looking nice out there as we wrap up the work week. Temperatures are going to continue to stay in the mid-80s for your Saturday. And then heading into the stretch, looking at days a little bit cooler, but we are going to be dealing with a decent amount of rain coming through as we head into the weekend. So tonight will fall to around 62, but still mostly clear out there. Winds will be shifting out of the south as we head into the weekend. And looking at the potential for some storms this weekend, we actually now, with some of the updates from the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma, we're going to be keeping an eye out for a marginal risk for severe weather. So that's the low end, 1 out of 5, if you're keeping track there. So we will see that both tomorrow and Sunday, a little bit more widespread with some of the potential storms going into Sunday. But the timing of this pretty much from Saturday afternoon through Sunday. And the main concern with some of those stronger storms, we might have some, damaging winds with a few of them. So here's a look at the outlook again for the day. Actually, this is for Saturday. Sundays is a little bit more expansive, but Saturday, looking at the potential where we could see on that fringe end with these storms coming through later into the day on Saturday. That's why it's not covering the entire state, because we're really looking at a dry start to your weekend here with some sunshine early on. 12 o'clock for your Saturday, still looking pretty dry. By the time we're at around 4, that's when our models are starting to pick up a little bit more activity, so we will see a chance for a few storms. And then before had a pretty well-defined line on one of our last model updates. We just had another update here, but still looking at a decent amount of storm activity kind of in and around the area. Not a washout for us, but pretty much from about 4 to 8 o'clock, that's where we could more than likely see a little bit more than just a few pop-ups. Things then expecting to be pretty dry heading into the start of the day on Sunday, but then watching the potential for some more showers and storms developing as we head into your Sunday afternoon and evening. So again, not a complete washout from the get-go on Sunday, but we will see those on and off showers come through much of the afternoon and into the evening hours before starting to clear up a bit, but still looking at the potential for some rain lingering into the start of the work week for us on Monday. Kind of bumped up the rain chances a little bit during the second half of the day on Saturday. Otherwise, most of the rain again falling through the day on Sunday, and then temperatures starting to warm back up, but still pretty comfortable out there with highs in the low to mid 80s heading into much next week with more sunshine on the way.